The prophecy of Daniel's 70 weeks helps us to understanding the tribulation period with its intricate timeline. This amazing truth is found in Daniel 9:24-27 and is a foundational element in biblical eschatology on end times. And it also provides a structured timeline of God's plan for the nation of Israel. This prophecy describes a period of 490 years, divided into distinct segments, with a particular emphasis on the final 7 years of the 490 years, commonly referred to as the tribulation. The term weeks in this context is derived from the Hebrew word shabuim, which translates to sevens or units of 7 years. Thus, 70 weeks equate to 490 years or 70 times 7. Daniel 9:24 also outlines several key purposes for these 490 years. First, to finish transgression. Second, to bringing an end to Israel's rebellion against God. Third, to put an end to sin, addressing the broader issue of human sinfulness. Fourth, to atone for wickedness, providing a means of reconciliation for humanity's sins or rebellion. Fifth, to bring in everlasting righteousness, establishing a new era of divine justice and holiness. Sixth, to seal up the vision and prophecy, completing and fulfilling all prophetic revelations in the end times. Seventh, to anoint the most holy place, consecrating the sanctuary or holy site, the temple. The 70 weeks are also divided into 3 primary periods. The first period, spanning 7 weeks or 49 years, begins with the decree to rebuild Jerusalem. Historically, this decree is associated with Persian king Artaxerxes and was issued around 445 BC. This initial phase covers the time required to rebuild the city of Jerusalem and its infrastructure. The second period, consisting of 62 weeks or 434 years, follows the initial rebuilding of Jerusalem. This extended phase leads up to the arrival of the Anointed One, the ruler, historically understood to be Jesus Christ. So again, the first 483 years divided into 49 years or 7 weeks and 434 years or 62 weeks. The 445 BC edict to rebuild Jerusalem by Persian king Artaxerxes starts this amazing timeline. The first 49 years are said to be spent rebuilding the city and its fortifications. Following this, 434 years pass until the Anointed One, Jesus Christ, arrived. When combined, 49 and 434 years equal 483 years. This puts us around Jesus' work and crucifixion in the early 1st century AD. This leaves a final period, the tribulation, consisting of 1 week or 7 years, which follows the 69 weeks or 483 years. This would then equal to the 490 years for God's complete plan for Israel. According to Daniel 9:26, the Anointed One is cut off, a phrase interpreted as referring to the crucifixion of Jesus 483 years. After this event, the prophecy foretells the destruction of Jerusalem and the temple by the people of a future ruler. This prediction historically is fulfilled in AD 70 by the Romans led by Titus. The final week, or the last 7 years, is identified with the tribulation in the end times. This is a time of significant turmoil and divine judgment or God's wrath, described in the book of Revelation. This 7-year period is marked by the rise of the beast or Antichrist, which brings severe persecution to Israel, and a cataclysmic event called the abomination of desolation of the Third Temple in the middle of the 7-year tribulation. This will ultimately lead to the second coming of Jesus and the establishment of his millennial kingdom on earth at the end of the tribulation. We hope this helps you understand God's plan and timeline for the coming tribulation, a time of great trouble the world will soon face after the coming rapture of the church. The tribulation is not a time a person wants to live in, and the only way to miss the tribulation is by accepting Jesus Christ. Please like, share, and subscribe to Grace 2 Prophecy Network.